Hello, it's Hannah, the occupational therapist from Occupational School, and today I'm talking to you from the bottom of my garden because I'd like to tell you about the stress container, and hopefully this short talk will be useful for parents, for staff and for pupils. So imagine that this container is your mind, and every day in our daily lives stress comes along. Might be the stress of being a parent, might be the demands of work, a disagreement with a friend or family member, a poor night's sleep, feeling unwell, an unexpected bill, or something even bigger like this current situation of lockdown. So our stress container can get quite full, and it's important that we use meaningful activities, which we would call occupations, to allow us to open the valve and let some of the stress out. And some people call this self-care. If we don't let some of the stress out, our container will get so full that it will overflow, and that's when we experience real ill health, real mental ill health, that affects all of our, every area of our life. Now, the things that allow you to open your stress valve will be different to what I use to open mine. So what makes you feel good is unique to you, and it doesn't have to be really big things, especially at the moment when we're under so many restrictions. But it's usually things like exercise, a good night's sleep, reading, time outside, especially when it's so nice in your garden. And then you might have hobbies like crafting or baking, gardening, listening to music, or even talking on the phone to positive people. So each time that you do something that makes you feel good, you reduce some of the stress in your stress container, and it's less likely to overflow. Now, if you've ever wondered, well, why can two people go through the same thing and one seems to cope well and one doesn't? You might be looking at social media at the moment and seeing videos of people really acing lockdown, learning a new instrument or a new language, or writing that novel they've always dreamed of. For some people this is an opportunity to do things that were always on the list but we never had time for. But for other people it's much more about surviving day to day and staying well. So if I can offer a reason why some people might be finding this more challenging than others, I've come outside so that you can see the water butt. So for some people their stress container is quite small, and that might be because of their age, it might be because of life experiences that they've had, pre-existing health problems, or a tough environment that they're in. So they're, through no fault of their own, their stress container can be smaller than someone else's who's had, say, none of those adverse life experiences, or has no existing health conditions, and is a well person. So this much larger water butt could be somebody else's stress container. So in goes the same amount of stress that the other person is in, but it's going to take much longer for this person's stress container to be full and for it to overflow. Now it still will overflow if this person doesn't do things that make them feel good to let that stress out. But it will take longer than this person who's got less capacity. So I hope that that's reassuring to you and interesting to you, that it's really important to think about the little things that you can do just to open that stress valve and to release some of that stress so that it doesn't overflow. And it might be as simple as I just need 10 minutes on my own upstairs to listen to something uplifting, to breathe, to look out at the sunshine, and then I can come back and manage the children. Or it might be something bigger, like going for a run or phoning someone that usually makes you feel better. And I also hope that it's hopeful that it's an interesting illustration and a helpful illustration in why it's okay if you're not coping as well as someone else in your household, or someone that you're seeing online on Facebook or Instagram where they're learning every new skill under the sun. It's okay if this is your capacity to cope. Just remember to keep doing those little things that help keep those stress levels down. Take care of yourselves. Bye.